Okay, well, let's get right to it. It's Friday, and we're talking about a winter storm now that is slated to strike the upper Midwest. As we head into Saturday afternoon and evening, and then it'll tail off as we get into Sunday morning. So let's just get right to it. Here's the jet stream structure, and you can see that we have a powerhouse jet stream now that is roaring off the California coast, Southern California, winds in excess of 140 knots that are moving east into the central and southern plains. And on the nose of that jet stream, that's where you get powerful storms to develop, right on the left front quad of that jet streak, and especially on this jet streak here over Missouri and southern Illinois. And that's what's going to provide the lift and the energy for a major winter storm that is going to spin up over Iowa and then, of course, spread its moisture into southern Minnesota and Wisconsin, especially as we go into Saturday evening and then into early Sunday morning. So everything is there for significant precipitation. Now, the problem is that, and this is one red flag, we're not sure exactly how much of the precipitation is going to be in the liquid form or in the solid form, in the form of snow. These are 850 millibar temperatures in the lower layers of our atmosphere, and you can see that they are marginal, at least on Saturday afternoon. They're marginal for the creation of snow. What I mean by that is that temperatures are going to be right around 32 degrees Fahrenheit in the lower layers of our atmosphere. It's not until Thursday evening, so right around midnight Thursday, that we cool enough for this to be all snow, and that's a for sure thing. So we're going to need dynamic cooling as we get into Saturday afternoon and evening for snow to develop, and dynamic cooling actually cools the atmosphere faster than what we're expecting, and that certainly could happen with the strength of this storm system. But again, that is a red flag. We could have a mix of rain into the snow or ice into the snow, and that could certainly hold down totals. Now, of course, what else may hold down totals is the snow band and the precipitation band and where it sets up. This is the NAM-NEST computer model guidance, and it is showing that by Saturday afternoon, heavy precipitation, and this will likely be rain changing to snow, is going to surge up into southern Minnesota out of Iowa. And look at that beautiful pinwheeling storm system on Saturday evening that continues to throw moisture north into southern Minnesota. But look how the storm system loses some of its strength as we go into Sunday. So Sunday morning, I do expect a band of significant snow to still be falling over southern Minnesota, and then northern end of the snow, where the sharp snow gradient is expected to set up, will be somewhere between the Twin Cities Metro and St. Cloud, the way it appears right now. And that snow gradient could easily set up right over the Twin Cities Metro. And let's just take a look at the precipitation type from the NAM-NEST computer model guidance. And you can see that it's got ice, at least this precipitation may start off as ice Saturday afternoon before quickly changing over to snow in southern Minnesota. And then, of course, that snow just continues to pinwheel around that strong storm system as we go into Sunday morning. How much snow are we expecting? Well, this is the European computer model guidance, and it certainly is not as robust with the snow expectations as other model guidance, but it is still showing a fairly significant area of snow from southwest Minnesota south into south central Minnesota, basically along the I-90 corridor, where anywhere from 3 to 6 inches plus of snow could fall. And then, of course, a big bullseye of snow over northern Nebraska. Now, as we go to the NAM-NEST computer model guidance and take a look at the snow expectations from the NAM-NEST, you can see it is predicting anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of snow over southern Minnesota, and some areas, some localized areas, may get even more than that, perhaps even up to a foot of snow in southwestern Minnesota. A lot of this is going to come down to who gets freezing rain. Is there going to be much of a mixture in with the snow? And of course, temperatures and the timing of the precipitation. But it appears that the majority of the precipitation is going to fall between the hours of 3 p.m. Saturday and noon Sunday. Now, of course, you saw this map from me earlier today, but I am expecting a solid 4 to 8 inches of snow over southern Minnesota, and that's likely going to include portions of the Twin Cities metro, especially the southern metro. And I am expecting difficult travel conditions over southern Minnesota and western Wisconsin as we head into tomorrow afternoon, evening, and then, of course, Sunday morning. So really from Eau Claire to Red Wing to Mankato to Sioux Falls, that's where I expect the access of heaviest snow to fall. And that access may shift 20 to 40, 50 miles either side of where I'm expecting it. And we'll update you on that as we get into tomorrow. Take care.